we're going to talk about this copyright thing. So there's been so much of bawal on YouTube and on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. Lot of hate coming our way that I'm an extortionist, and you saw the drama that Abhijit just did. But this is exactly what people want to do: throttle me, and they're going after ANI that we are extortionists or whatever. Just to set the record straight, that. This is not an extortion. It's a business model that ANI has, that we cover news. We have a B2B with several channels with in India and abroad. We cover news. They subscribe to the ANI news feed service. It goes on all the channels. And what has happened is that there are all the top YouTubers in this country subscribe to ANI. They take the ANI service, use it. I don't want to name them because there's no point, I think, going through our client list. People subscribe to ANI. Now, there are some YouTubers who've been taking multiple content from ANI and using it and monetizing it, right? Now, if it's not a one-time mistake that has happened, which is again a misnomer that people have, that एक ही तो बार use किया है, 2 second ही तो use किया है. That's not the case. We have the proof that it was multiple usages that they did, and it's been happening over years. It's not a one-time thing that they did and we went after them. And our reporters spend hours on collecting this information, collecting news from the sites, putting it together, editing it, putting it out there. So it's not freaka content which you can pick up.
Are you a public service organization or a private organization?
We are a private organization.
You're a private organization which spends its own resources to collect news, and then you sell that news to earn revenue. Am I right?
Yes.
But I'm probably dumbing it down. But
No, that's fine.
That's the thing. So what part of it, if supposing I make a movie and somebody starts taking clips out of that movie,
or IPL.
Or IPL, for example,
matter.
if I use a VPN and I go on the BCCI site, I can't watch most of their clips which they put on Twitter or on Facebook or on YouTube or anywhere else because the copyright thing kicks in. So if it applies to them, why should it not apply to you?
Okay, why not? I'll have Siddhant explain this.
I just want to come in there. I think the argument that's made against ANI in this context is that it prevents the dissemination of news and news event reporting. And to that, the clear answer is that if you accept that argument, no non-fiction, historical, or current events content creation will ever happen because you will never be able to get paid for it. So by its very nature, all news organizations report on news events and historical events. If you're going to prevent them from enforcing their copyright and receiving fair remuneration for that, news creation and news content creation will completely finish. Now, ANI is an organization that has an extensive network of bureaus, which has extensive expenditure. It requires a lot of effort of a large number of people as well as the institution itself. But if ANI is unable to charge fair subscription fee, and it's a Wild West situation where anybody can copy anybody's content without paying for it, really speaking, what you're doing is you're going to disincentivize content creation or news per se on that end as well. So the argument cuts really both ways. So the argument against us is in fact the strongest argument for us. That if the public needs news, it has to be provided for and paid for.
So 1 second, let me just either Siddhant or Smita jump in here. The argument then against you is, listen, you guys have exclusivity, as a result of which, where else does somebody take the content from? That is one major argument that is being made on social media, where even I was
there's no exclusivity. The exclusivity is that ANI is making the effort, having the cameraman everywhere, having their resources deployed. It is the largest number of bureaus, according to me, and Smita, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It has the largest number of bureaus of any news organization in India.
But so, Siddhant, let me play the devil's advocate. For example, in a swearing in. No, in a swearing in of a deputy chief minister in my state, ANI was the only news agency there. Now, I agree that you have the resources, but because they were the only guys, then how do you cover that?
So nobody is saying that you cannot discuss the deputy chief minister swearing in as a news event. Anybody can discuss it. But you cannot copy a video taken on an ANI camera by an ANI cameraman, paid for by ANI, without a license.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.